morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Where is my live chat? Right here it is. Let me refresh because I can't even see the chat. Oh, it done that earlier this morning. Something's up with my Wi-Fi. Hold on. RNA, Dawn, Mike, Tammy, Faithful One. I still can't see the live chat. I was looking at StreamYard. It's not loading. Hey, Charlene, Lisa Irwin. Let's see. Look at this, y'all. Hold on, I'll screen share it, show y'all. See, I always pull up our chat. That's how I look at the live chat. It's not even showing over there. Let me see. And there's quite a bit of delay, I'm noticing. Let me go out of this. X out of that one article. Go back to view on YouTube. We're going to talk about Harmony Montgomery this morning. The little girl who was just reported missing, like a week ago. She's not been seen since she was 5 years old in late October 2019. She would now be 7 years old. They are offering a tip line now. If anyone, has seen the little girl or knows anything about her case, can call in. I believe you can be anonymous, and they are offering a reward, $12,500. I got a little video we're going to listen to. I can't see my live chat. It's still not showing. Stop, escape, refresh. So weird. So I can only see the top chat. So that means I'm going to miss some comments. What the hell's going on? I'm right beside the Wi-Fi thing. This morning when I set my stream up and then went to look at it, it was doing the same thing. It wasn't showing a chat. Well, we'll just have to hope that loads up. So if I miss some comments, I'm not looking over you. The top chat on StreamYard only shows certain comments. I think that's so dumb. Okay, let's listen to this. Hopefully it plays.
This is a story that has grabbed national attention, and today it was clear Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg wants some answers.
I'm appealing to everyone. Help us find this little girl.
An emotional Manchester police chief pleading with the public on Monday, asking anyone with information regarding 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery to come forward.
Quite frankly, enough is enough. This is a 7-year-old girl. Let's find her. All right? Let's come together as a community and do the right thing.
Police confirmed that Harmony was in the child welfare system, and it was DCYF that notified police last week that Harmony was missing. Last seen in Manchester in October of 2019. It's still unclear if Harmony's parents or guardians have provided any information to investigators.
I'm not going to comment on who we've individually spoken to, other than tell you that we have spoken with many, many family members.
On Sunday, investigators spent hours at 77 Guildford Street in Manchester, Harmony's last known address. They say the current homeowners have no involvement in the case, but are being very cooperative. A dedicated tip line has been established for phone calls and text messages. It will be manned 24/7 by one of the department's juvenile detectives.
30 to 35 detectives up there that are running on nothing right now, but they'll continue to run on nothing because they know what's at stake.
Now, the chief says they are in rescue mode, and until evidence proves otherwise, police assume that Harmony is alive, and they will do everything they can to find her. Live in Manchester tonight, Jason King, WMUR News.
Okay, so thank God they do have a tip line up and a reward now. Okay, thank God I can see my chat. It finally loaded. Hey, love my Charlie Fate. Morning, Cece. So sad. I'm about 30 minutes from her area, trying to spread the word in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and keeping my eyes and ears open. I can't believe she's been gone 2 years and just now reported missing. So I'm a little bit confused. So she was involved in the welfare system, right? CPS, as we call it around here, Child Protective Services. At one point, did they not check in on that family in the last 2 years? So I'm confused about that. Mike, this case is so odd to me. Like, nobody knows what happened to her and where she went. Well, let's read about the mother. Well, we'll read about the mother last. I found an article in the Sun. Now, I know a lot of people view the Sun as a tabloid. I guess they are. Like, sometimes their facts are not right. But a lot of times, they're right on the money with their facts. Let me see. Let me find my article. I got it saved. I am prepared this morning. Let me get my private chat. We want to read about the uncle. He said the last time he saw her, she was like a whooped pup, like a scared pup. Now, he lived, so this would be Harmony's uncle, her dad's brother. He lived evidently in the house with Harmony and her dad at one point until everybody got in a big fight. I'm going to read y'all the article so I don't get nothing wrong. We also got to talk about weirdo Drew Peterson this morning. Okay. The uncle of a missing New Hampshire girl says the last time he saw her in 2019, she looked like a scared puppy. Manchester police received reports from individuals along with the State Division of Children, Youth, and Families that 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery was missing. She was last seen in 2019, though apparently no one reported her missing until December 31st, 2021. Okay, it's still unclear who reported her missing. Harmony's uncle, Kevin Montgomery, age 43, lived with several family members in a Manchester home in 2019 when a family spat broke out. Daily Beast reports Kevin's nephew, identified as Harmony's father, reportedly cut off all contact with numerous relatives following the feud, including blocking them on social media. Okay, I thought they was brothers. Then the pandemic hit. I just assumed Harmony and that side of the family was okay. I was worried, of course, but assumed everything was okay because I had not heard anything, Kevin told the outlet. On Sunday, police searched a home off of Guildford Street in Manchester in connection with Harmony's disappearance. They spent several hours searching inside and dug a hole in the backyard, according to area residents. Some of the neighbors reportedly said they previously made complaints to city officials about the subpar living conditions at the home, but nothing was ever done about it. Others remember Harmony as a nice, quiet child who never caused any problems. I thought she was a nice, quiet little girl, a neighbor said, according to WMUR9. It's kind of sad because no kid deserves that. Nobody does. Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg explained during a press conference that the situation is rare and not something that happens to us on a regular basis. I know people are going to say, well, it's 2021, almost 2022, and nobody has seen this little girl since late October 2019. So what happened in the last few years? Fair question, Aldenberg said last week. That's why I'm here today, because we need assistance. Meanwhile, Harmony's mother has taken to Facebook to plead for answers. Please, I'm begging you, if anyone has seen my daughter or knows anything, please contact the detectives at the bottom of this article or contact me directly, Crystal Sori wrote. On Monday, police announced a $12,500 reward for information on Harmony's whereabouts. Anyone with information is asked to contact Manchester Police, 603-668-8711, or Detective Jack Dunleavy at 603-792-5561. You can also remain anonymous and call the Manchester Crime Line at 603-624-4040. Okay. So this Kevin Manchester said the last time He saw the little girl, 2019. She looked like a scared puppy. And he didn't do nothing about it, I don't guess. Guess he didn't investigate. Doesn't sound like a great family to me. And where's the grandmother? Hey, Cindy, Carolina girl. Trying to stay warm. It's cold. It's like 30-some degrees outside. Before I refreshed my phone, it was 19 degrees. Must have been 19 degrees overnight. Somebody knows something. Now, the dad says that the mom came by and picked her up, like back in 2019, but the mom says she was with the dad. Let's look at that article about the mom here. Because she's lashing out at online bullies, I reckon. I didn't read all this. Let me see. Let me find it. Did I not save that? Hold on. Let's not have saved that. Some pictures with it. Mom of Harmony Montgomery, 7, hits out at bullies, claims she reported abuse and neglect. Okay, let's read this because we need to find out more information about these parents. Let me take down some of these tabs so I won't start to buffer. Okay. Let's look and see what she's saying. Because I've been wondering, like, where has she been at for the last 2 years that she didn't know her daughter was missing, you know? Okay, right there they are. Look how cute. Lashing out, Mama of Harmony Montgomery, 7, hits out at bullies, claims she reported abuse and neglect before the girl's disappearance. The mother of missing 7-year-old took to Facebook to defend her action in the wake of the girl's disappearance, calling out bullies who brigaded, is that how you say that? Her in comments on social media. How do you say, is that short for Crystal? Crystal Renee Sori posted on Facebook saying, New Hampshire DCYF failed her daughter, Harmony Montgomery, and that she had filed dozens of reports of abuse and neglect. Is that Harmony when she was a baby, I reckon? I don't know. In the series of posts, it says Chris. Chris insisted that she had been trying to locate her daughter since her initial disappearance. But never called police. In all caps, she wrote, myself and her family had filed dozens of reports of abuse and neglect, and nothing was done until I called the police and wrote a letter to the New Hampshire mayor. Chris was referring to the Manchester, New Hampshire mayor, Joyce Craig. The mayor received an email in December, primarily regarding issues with follow-up on Harmony's case from the Division for Children, Youth, and Families. But the mayor's office did not confirm if Chris Sori was the sender. I'm calling on all my guardian angels to surround my baby and keep her safe and bring her home to me and her brothers. So it looks like she was trying to do something about it. Okay, I might have misjudged her. She also posted with a photo collage of Harmony and some of her siblings. Maybe that baby is one of her siblings. In one comment, she said that she was not yet allowed to say more about the details of the disappearance and that she would not share information that might interfere with the investigation. Okay. In another post, she asked those on her profile to also keep watch for Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery. It is not clear if Adam Montgomery is connected to Harmony's disappearance or what his current relationship to Chris Renee Sori is. I think that's short for Crystal. Along with photos of Harmony and information about the disappearance, she also called out a bully who had argued with her in the comments of a post. She labeled him an irrelevant loser. I'd appreciate if my family would have my back and put this irrelevant loser bully in his place. My daughter is missing, and this is what people are focusing on, throwing my past on Front Street, trying to make it look like I don't care. I will say this for the last time. New Hampshire DCYF failed my daughter. myself, and her family have filed dozens of reports of abuse and neglect. Nothing was done until I called police and wrote a letter to the mayor. This is all I will say until I'm allowed to say more, because I will not hinder my daughter's investigation. The man apparently got Chris's past into question, making allusions to drug use and a history of poor behavior. My daughter's missing. That's what people. Okay, we read that. Okay, so 7-year-old Harmony has not been seen since October 2019 when cops were called to a home in Manchester, New Hampshire. Okay, it's just going on to say what we already know. Okay. However, it's unclear if Harmony's mother has spoken with investigators, and if so, to what extent. So where is her father at? Let's look at these pictures. So the house that they were digging in the backyard on Guilford Street, from what I understood yesterday, I read, the dad used to rent that place. And they were back there digging in the backyard. Not good. Not good. That's not a good sign. Okay, is that on pictures? Is that one of her siblings? I guess that's a sibling. That looks like a little boy to me. I wonder how many children she has. And, like, did she have custody of the little girl, or this Montgomery guy had custody of her? Like, what's going on with that? Does anybody know? Hey, Ginger Locks. Hey, Ladybug. Oh, I like that name. That's what I call my dog, Ladybug. She seems to be cooperating. Yeah, I might have misjudged her, Mike. I do, just when you hear about a child missing for 2 years, and then the mother's posting on Facebook about her missing like 2 years later, it makes you like, look at them sideways. Like, what the hell was going on? You didn't do something 2 years ago. Hey, Always Love. How are you doing, hon? Did I say hi to Ginger Locks Mom? Happy 2022, Ginger Locks Mom. Mark A. David. Maybe she's legit. Good possibility. People shouldn't be throwing her past history up in her face. I mean, especially if they don't know, accusing her of being a drug addict. It is rumored she was, but maybe she straightened up. People can do that. People can change their lives around. Maybe she'd done that, and she was trying to get her kid back. I just seen the news report about Harmony. I'm so sad. I know, it reminds me of Evelyn. Evelyn's gone about 3 months before her grandfather contacted CPS. I hope these weirdos here on YouTube don't just tear this case apart like they've done the Summer Wells case, made a mockery out of it. Freaking idiots. I was telling Mark this morning, I said, these people's going wild and making a killing over going down there to Warrior State Park and going down to Rogersville to Bean Hill Road. I mean, they're fighting among themselves and just ripping each other to shreds about that case. I mean, what's the big deal about going down there? I could drive down there in a heartbeat if I wanted to. I mean, they're not going to find out what happened to Summer. It's just facts. These people act like they know more than the TBI. I tell you what, if I was an innocent person and my child was missing and they was standing outside my house, I'd have to go out there and whip some ass or get my ass whipped one. I wouldn't put up with that, especially if I was, innocent and have nothing to hide. How in the world they go 2 years? Yeah. And like CPS, they call it something else there. DC, something other, YS or something. Didn't investigate or keep up with this child. She was in the system at one time, they said. They was aware of her. Hey, Kara, Happy New Year. Vicky, it's like wildfire. They're making fools out of themselves. They're making fools out of themselves. They just go down there and try to, I don't know, so they can go live, make some money, I guess. They look like freaking idiots. They're not freaking experts. Okay? We're freaking YouTubers. And we shouldn't be going down there and intruding on a police investigation. Anybody. You see, that means you shouldn't be doing that. Let me see what else I can find about. Children's Services says not helpful to blame them for disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. Oh, let's read this. This is by the Sun, too. Okay. I'm going to just scroll and see what they're saying. Let's see. Hold on. She is so cute. Horrible case. Child Services says it's not helpful to blame them for disappearance of Harmony Montgomery and issues plea for information. Well, we are blaming y'all because you dropped the bomb on it just like you did the AJ Friend case. His abuse was reported numerous times. CPS would come there to a filthy home, him bruises on him, not do anything about it. They didn't do crap until he was murdered by his stupid weirdo mother and father. The night he was murdered, he was being punished and they put him in a cold shower for like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Beat him, recorded it, ridiculed him. Sad case. That case really got to me. Look at her, how cute. She's got her little Barbie doll. It looks like a Brad Barbie. What on earth happened to her? There's baby pictures of her. Oh, how cute. That was posted by her mom. Somebody sure failed this child numerous people, if you ask me. Well, these YouTubers go hunt her father down and protest outside his house and demand some answers. Somebody like this, you know. I'd say, what's his name? Adam Montgomery? I would say he did something horrible to Harmony if she was in his custody last. I wonder if they just hauled him into the police station yet or if they can even find him. I really believe Dawn is trying to botch the investigation talking to all these YouTubers. It is so weird. Him and Candace must like drama. Like to be involved in drama and stuff. Why else would they go on these live streams? Because it's not helping anything. Don's made himself look horrible, which I don't think Don did anything to Summer. I mean, I really don't. I don't know about Candace. It's possible Summer was abducted. I try to keep an open mind. I side-eye her, of course, because Summer disappeared from a freaking holler up on a freaking mountain, y'all. It's a good possibility she could have wandered off and dogs just didn't find her. You know, that happens sometimes. Oh, man, she was adorable. That's what Mark said this morning, Lisa. I was in the bedroom. He's like, I've been watching this case on the news. This little girl named Montgomery. And I was like, yep, we talked about it yesterday. We're following this right now. Candace was on Alicia's channel the other night. Alicia Claire's channel. I like Alicia myself. I still not went back and watched it to see what it's all about. I clicked on it. I heard Candace talking about rain on the tin roof or something. It must have been raining there. Vic Carpenter, I agree. And Candace said her and Dawn are the only ones allowed to put Summer's pics anywhere. Well, nobody should be putting her picture on anything, selling it, and making a profit. That's not right. Unless, like, all the money you make from it goes to, like, her reward fund or something like that. But you would think you would need permission to put her picture on anything like that from her parents. People have really exploited this case. Some people, they've just not sat around and discussed it like us. They have really, really exploited the case. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They've made fools out of themselves. I told Mark this morning, I said, if I was innocent and them weirdos were standing at the bottom of my driveway, freaking holler at me, I'd go down there and whip some Yankee ass. Excuse me, no offense to anybody from the north. Damaris, is that how you say that? Good morning. Welcome, hon. I mean, really. I mean, if I was innocent, I wouldn't put up with that. There needs to be some kind of law. I mean, I get people's got the right to protest, but like to go stand outside people's houses with bullhorns and stuff like that, that's not going to help anything. If you're screaming at me, you think I'm going to come out and talk to you? Nobody normal would. Don has blamed everyone he knows, drug dealers, molesters, traffickers, neighbors. You know, in his defense, I say everything's went through his mind. But to get like public on a public platform and point the finger at him. If I was him, I would be afraid to talk about the drug dealers up in the holler on YouTube. I'd be afraid they'd come and do something to me. You never know. No one needs to make money off Summer, and I think they ruined it by doing that to Summer. Yeah, I think it's harassment too, Mike, in my opinion. Like what they did outside the laundry's house, that didn't help anything. They just made a spectacle out. They didn't ruin that case too. Ruined it. They think they own these cases. You don't own them just because you talk about them on your YouTube channel. Anybody can talk about them. Well, Don did a lot of talking in the beginning. I know he made a fool of himself. He's a crybaby. He blames everybody else for his mistakes. He needs to learn how to take accountability for his own actions. Let's pray. Everybody that prays, let's pray there's a good outcome with Harmony's case. Or, if they can at least locate her and find out what happened to her. It's so sad. We'll keep following this. If there's any updates, I'll let y'all know. I got to move on to Drew Peterson because I can't stay on here too long because, I got stuff to do with my dogs. And I got a man around the house. You know how they are. Let's see. Bubba gets up. I'll have to run him outside real quick. So ex-cop Drew Peterson, y'all remember Drew Peterson, he has asked a judge for a new trial in the murder of his third wife, Kathleen Savio. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Have you ever seen the movie Untouchable? He is a complete, let's see, who plays him in Untouchable? That real good-looking guy. Gosh, I can't think of his name. He's on the Atkins diet commercials. He did a really good job playing Drew Peterson. See, Drew Peterson, he was convicted in 2012 of killing his third wife, Kathleen. Now, his fourth wife, Stacy Peterson, disappeared, and they never did find out what happened to her, and he was never charged with her murder because they couldn't prove he killed her. They couldn't find the body. Let's see. Let me screen share this. What are you doing, Bubba? You may need me to take him outside real quick, guys. I know y'all don't mind. You need mommy to take you out? He can't hear me. I've got to yell. Hold on. Let me mute. Hold on. Let me go over here and help Bubby up real quick. Then we'll talk about this weirdo. Okay, he'll be out there for a second. Sorry, guys. Rob Lowe, that's his name. Rob Lowe played Drew Peterson, Untouchables. If you've not seen that movie, you need to watch it. It's good. Okay, Drew Peterson, a former Chicago area police sergeant, is expected to return to court in the coming weeks to ask the judge to throw out his murder conviction in the killing of his third wife. Damn, I'm out of breath. I need to quit smoking, y'all. Kathleen Savio's 2004 death was initially ruled an accident after her body was found in a bathtub. It wasn't until after the disappearance of Peterson's fourth wife, Stacy Peterson, in 2007 from her home in the Chicago suburb of Bolingbrook that Savio's body was exhumed and her death ruled a homicide. Yeah, like her body was found in a bathtub that had no water in it. And at first they ruled it like an accidental drowning, I believe. I hear it talks about it. Kathleen's 2004 was initially ruled an accident after her body was found in a bathtub. Okay, I didn't read that. Drew Peterson was convicted of Savio's murder in 2004, and the Illinois Supreme Court upheld that conviction in 2017. He is serving a 38-year sentence in the death of his third wife and will follow that with 40 additional years after a conviction of 2016 on allegations he plotted to kill Will County State's Attorney James Glasgow, the prosecutor who put him behind bars. Oh, crap, I forgot about that. He did try to take a hit out on the prosecutor. Okay, Will County Judge Edward Burr-Miller agreed to hear Peterson's motion for a new trial, acknowledging a gist of constitutional claim and set a court date for him to appear on January 21st. We'll have to try to keep up with that date. He's not going to get a new trial. Peterson, serving time at an Indiana lockup, penned a 6-page handwritten motion in October asking for a new trial because of alleged ineffective counsel and improper witnesses. I think he's got tons of women that write to him. Can you believe it? Who would want to write to that weirdo? He argued that his defense attorney, Joel Brodsky or something, threatened other lawyers who disagreed with him, prevented Peterson from testifying in his own defense, and pressured his client to do pretrial media interviews. Oh, yeah, right. Allegedly telling him if he did not have anything to hide, go on television and say so. No, they tried to get him not to do that. That's what I think. He was eager. He done all kinds of interviews. There's even pictures of him in the bedroom he shared with Stacy Peterson. He's kind of leaning on the bed. The bed's made. He's kind of leaning on it with his hands, talking to a news reporter. And they snapped that photo. He was more than willing. He went on a national news show too, I believe. Wasn't he on Good Morning America? He was on several. He gave several interviews. Okay, Peterson also claimed in his motion that 2 witnesses should not have been allowed to testify about their conversations with Stacy Peterson before her disappearance, about what she believed happened to Kathleen Savio. Neil Shorey or something, because he was a pastor, and Harry Smith because he was an attorney, and those conversations should have been privileged. But both were allowed to testify under Illinois hearsay law. Well, she had done passed away, or she was gone, so why not? Why shouldn't they be allowed to testify, you know? Please help me, Peterson wrote, concluding his plea. What a wuss. Stacy Peterson is presumed dead, but her body was never found. Though Drew Peterson is a suspect, he was never formally charged in her disappearance, and the investigation remains open. The FBI as recently as October scoured a canal near Lockport, Illinois, but that search for remains turned up empty once again. In their 23-page response, Will County prosecutors deny any witness intimidation or misconduct and pull from court transcripts to prove Peterson was made aware of his rights and made no mention of wanting to testify, or that his attorney prevented him from doing so. They also assert that some of Peterson's claims were addressed on a previous appeal, and higher courts have upheld the conviction. This again, a claim defendant makes in his petition without any support whatsoever, prosecutors wrote. Vermilla assigned Peterson a public defender and 2 investigators from the public defender's office. Well, good luck with that, weirdo. You're never getting out. So even, if he got a new trial and they didn't convict him of Kathleen's death, he's still going to be in prison for 40, what was it? 40 years or something for trying to have the prosecutor killed. This is Stacy Peterson. And he was married like 5 times. Each time he cheated on his wife and when usually married the mistress he was cheating on the wife with. His first wife said he was very abusive. Very abusive. She's lucky he didn't kill her. He's definitely a serial killer of women. Almost. Who knows? He could have killed other women. He was a cop. Women that worked the streets in the sex industry or something. Who knows? Yeah, he is completely insane. He's a narcissist and a psychopath. Guess that's the correct term. Probably was trying to collect life insurance from all them. See, Stacy was taking care of Drew and Kathleen's children after Kathleen's death. And then she had her own kid, maybe a couple by Drew. She was really young. No, he didn't want to pay spousal support. And he went and killed Kathleen. This is what they think. He went and killed Kathleen while he was keeping the boys. Their boys they shared. Then, took them back to the house, knowing their mother was dead up there in the bathtub. But he didn't want to go in the house when she didn't come to the door, so he got the neighbor to. And they really didn't, where he was a cop, they really didn't investigate her death until Stacy disappeared. Let that be a lesson. Marry a cheater, he will cheat on you. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's 100% true. Where could she be? It's rumored he put her in some kind of barrel, like blue barrel. Now, one of his exes came out and did an interview on that Cellmate Secrets. I didn't watch it, but I read about it. But anyway, she said that he confessed to her that he got Stacy in a chokehold from behind. And he wanted to demonstrate on her, like how he could choke somebody out, snap their neck real quick. She didn't let him do it. But she said that he choked her out from behind, then put her in a blue barrel. He tried to kill her by messing with her brakes, bad wreck. She dropped it. She's lucky to be alive. His first wife, oh really? Serial wife killer. If he had gotten away with it, he would have married someone else. He done had another girlfriend when he was cuffed and stuffed, and he would have killed her. Yeah, these people are sick, guys. They really are. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here because Smokey's outside and I need to go check on him. He just stays right here in the front yard. He would walk in a circle. He's back at the door. So I will see y'all in the morning. Thanks for chatting. If there's any updates, I will let y'all know. Y'all be safe, be kind, and peace.